The likelihood that Charles Bronson was involved in what Gail Burston did, the Texas school book, is clarified by the fact that he had a namesake filming in Dealey Plaza and that his physique resembled Kasparowski. And of course, now that Obama is on the make for the storyline, he's piling on with Clint Eastwood because his name has been mentioned by yours truly. Well, there's a woman in The Mechanic in which she pretends to be his girlfriend in a letter. And he gives her a tip and says, think of something like it for next time. The idea is built into the linguistic anthropology apparatus of Carnegie Mellon University, who slipped the Texas school book back to its authors by way of Fox Studios in Pennsylvania, with the story that various girls have filibuster letters they want to testify before Congress about regarding, again, yours truly. So instead of warning people, they have this raking of the coals going on, which I call pettifogging. And of course, if you take at face value the confessional mode's validity, the fact that women are abused in our society does need friendship and therapy and recognition and the status of a subject for reform. Of course, that's been the way it has been for a long time, but I'm not trying to trivialize genuine statements. I did my best to answer those things which were brought forward. They were not always legitimate things that were brought forward. I don't see how a person can construe women knowingly detaching themselves from any sort of camaraderie intent, seducing someone in order to play a role for Hollywood. But the script itself says the persona is subjected to successive degradations of the X motive. Now, that's offensive to those who put it up as fighting words because it's true about them and they want that denied. So it's reasonable to raise questions about the bona fides of the people who've come forward without actually openly accusing their object. Now, they tortured me and they slaved me, and I became very slavish and detached and tried to develop my writing skills. When I was 14, 15 years old, I started to learn how to express myself on the level of private thought. And I had been used for a toy by adults randomly for years by then, who had battered me and deafened me and threatened to kill me. And this was disregarded by those in the media who channeled the interrogation system for Obama and the Jeffin Corporation, Peter Gabriel, through the media side swipes and the guerrilla theater high octane poison crimes that came my way. It's evolved into a new theater operation in the TikTok war. So it has a macabre ability to reinvent the necessity to address what has been being done. Sadly, without ever apprehending any of the truly guilty, because Obama is on the make for public perception and he is in an alliance with the actual perpetrators. The letters clearly identified the Neva Pornographic Corporation and the Israelis as being behind the operation. So they seem to be of the mindset in Carnegie Mellon University's entourage in New York that if Jimmy Curry so much as kissed one of these girls in rapture, that he is an accomplice in the genocide that was being stage managed by the media system that is foreclosing on human intimacy. And strangely enough, my peers and all of these rock stars went along with it. Said that's just John Lennon for you.